Hey guys, so here we are on the last portion of the review for your test. So here we go. It tells us we're in quadrant 1. So we're going to go ahead and make that picture. Remember always to label. So X is adjacent, Y hypotenuse, opposite and hypotenuse. Okay, tangent from SOHCAHTOA is O and A. So here goes the 12, here goes the 5. Because we're in quadrant 1, everyone is supposed to be positive. So now we're going to find our missing side first. Plus 12 squared equals c squared. So 25 plus 144. Again, if you have a calculator to do this, great. Square root. And because it's the hypotenuse, we know the hypotenuse is always going to be positive. So they want cosine. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, so it's going to be 5 over 13. And that's it for that. Okay. The other question here is going to be quadrant 3. We're looking for a tangent. And we want cosine to be negative 3 over 5. Now, you just want to be careful with the placement of that negative. So we're in quadrant 3. Here, here, adjacent, opposite, hypotenuse. So cosine is A over H. Okay, so remember in general, place your numbers first, and then ask yourself which one's supposed to be negative. And we know hypotenuse is not supposed to be negative. The 3 is. Again, this is a 3, 4, 5 triangle, but please remember, so negative 3 squared, this is my hypotenuse, so this is going to be my C value. Okay, so 9 plus B squared equals 25. Subtract 9. So B squared equals 16. Take the square root of 16, and B equals 4. So we're going to put a 4 here. But remember, what quadrant are we in? That's correct. We're in that negative one. Now, tangent is opposite over adjacent. So my opposite is negative 4, and adjacent's negative 3. And remember, two negatives give us a positive. So I am done there. Okay. And then last but not least, number 10. They tell us tangent is greater than 0 and cosine is less than 0. Minus negative, positive, sorry, negative, negative, positive, negative. Okay, so let's deal with cosine first. I'm going to change colors. So cosine here is less than 0, so we know cosine is negative. This one's easy. Nobody's negative in quadrant 1. Cosine is first, so it's negative here in 2 and in 3. Here they want tangent to be positive. And here we're just going to go tangent and sine over cosine. So positive divided by a negative is a negative. And here a negative divided by a negative is a positive. So my answer is right here in quadrant 3. Okay. Cotangent is greater than 0. Secant is less than 0. Okay, here we go. So let's first do this. Let's get secant back into what it is. Secant is the reciprocal of cosine. And if secant's positive, then guess what? Cosine is positive as well. Okay, so cosine, we just did positive, the first one. It's negative here, everybody's negative here, and positive there. Cotangent, we also want positive. Okay, and remember that's cosine over sine. So positive divided by positive is a positive. So the answer is quadrant 1. Okay, last but not least, cosecant and cosine. Okay, let's deal with cosine is negative. So everyone's positive here. Cosine's negative here because it's first, negative here and not here. Cosecant is sine. And if cosecant is bigger than 0, guess what? Sine is bigger as well. And we want a positive sign. The only place we have a positive left is here in quadrant 2. I hope this has helped you for the review for your test. I wish you luck. Bye, guys.